slipping through the blinds, dancing on the floor like you once did in time. Your sweater still hangs on the back of that chair, and silence speaks louder when you're not there. The air feels thick with the words we once said, like songs that we paused but never replayed. I still make space on the left side of the bed and dream you're the one I almost kept. I don't like candles now, but I still feel the flame. Somehow the room remembers everything, even when I forget how to sing. Moonlight in my room, it knows my name, keeps me company when I'm not the same. Fills the quiet with the golden moon, like your memory. Moonlight in my room. I talk to shadows like they're old friends, trace every crack like it never ends. The clock ticks off, but not as slow as how this letting go still goes. There's a photo of us by the kitchen light, smiling like we never learned to fight. I don't move it, I don't dust, like touching it would betray my trust. I'm learning how to be alone, but it's harder when the lights are low, and you still haunt the quiet parts of every song and every star. Moonlight in my room, you're still around, even if you never make a sound. Every silence still points to you, every stillness. Moonlight in my room. Sometimes I hear your name in the rain, or feel your hands in the window pane. I know it's nothing, but I still believe in the softest things we leave. Moonlight in my room, you never left. You're in the quiet I have left. No goodbye, no open wound, just endless night and moonlight in my room. Just endless night and moonlight in my room. You walked so softly through my days, like a breath I didn't know I'd chase. Barefoot in a world that moved too fast, but you slowed the moment, made it last. You never asked for center stage, still you lit the corners of my page. You whispered when the world would shout, and I heard you when I tuned it out. The quiet ones leave the deepest mark, like starlight echoing in the dark. Soft steps, loud heart, you moved in silence but tore me apart. Every word you didn't say still echoes in me every day. Soft steps, loud heart, you're gone but you still start. Every song, every spark, with soft steps, loud heart. I trace the steps you left in air, moments fading, still too rare. You left like mist that leaves no trace, but I still feel you in the space. You never had to prove you cared, the way you listened, the way you stared. And though the world could not define your quiet love, still outshines mine. I hear your voice in empty rooms, like flowers blooming into bloom. Soft steps, loud heart, you did signs but tore me apart. Every word you didn't say still echoes in me every day. Soft steps, loud heart, you're gone but you still start. Every line in my art. Soft steps, loud heart. Some people leave right under rain, but you remained in songs to worlds. Kindness wrapped in feathered light that still keeps me warm at night. Soft steps, loud heart, even distance can't keep us apart. In every hush, in every pause, you live inside the quiet it calls. Soft steps, loud heart, you're the ending and the start. You're the silent part of my loud heart. Soft steps, loud heart, heart. The shelf, told all my friends I'm finding myself. I threw away the things you gave, but your voice still lingers in every wave. I changed my room, I changed my hair, learned how to sleep in an empty stare. I walked new streets, I smiled for show, but somehow I forgot to let go. It's not the tears I cry at night, it's the silence that still grips too tight. I forgot to let go of your hand in my dreams, of the way you breathe when you fall asleep. I erased our plans, but not the glow of the mornings you held me slow. I did everything I should, but I forgot to let go. The photo's gone, the drawer is bare, but you're still folded in the air. You used to hum that song so low, now I hum it back and don't even know. I burned the notes, I washed the sheets, I crossed your name off every beat. But memory has a voice you know, and it sings the parts I can't outgrow. I built a wall, I shut the light, but shadows trace you every night. heart on the floor, counting the cracks I've counted before. Blankets too heavy, dreams too loud. In the still of night, I think out loud. Your name flickers like a light gone bad. Sometimes it's soft, sometimes it's mad. I try to sleep, I close my eyes, but your shadow knows how to rise. The silence here is not quite kind. It loops your voice inside my mind. Eyes on the ceiling, thoughts I can't unfeel. Memories peeling off walls that won't heal. If you ever wonder why I don't move on, it's 'cause you linger long after you're gone. I rearranged the room last week, hid all the photos I used to keep. I write your name, then cross it out, like pain I know too much about. I count the things you didn't say, like lullabies that slipped away. Your silence rings so sharp and wide, like thunder just before the tide. I try to breathe in someone new, but they don't leave a mark like you. Eyes on the ceiling, heartbeat slow and bare. Sleep is a feeling that vanishes midair. And if dreams remember, you didn't say much when you left. No grand farewell, no final breath, but the way you paused inside the door told me you'd come back no more. The dish is still wait in the sink, the lamp still hums the way we think, but I hear your silence every night, more honest than words, more sharp than night. You never needed lines or sound to say goodbye without a noun. And in silence, let the stillness speak. In the echo of moments we were too proud to keep. Tell me in silence, no need to explain. I hear you best in the hush after pain. Your coat still hangs by the chair, as if time forgot that you're not there. And I keep walking past your shoes, like I'm still afraid of what I'll lose. The clock hands move, but not with grace. They tick through air that holds your face. And every quiet hour we knew now plays its part in missing you. I read between the breath you took, the loudest lines, the one you shook. Tell me it's silence, in unfinished songs, in the words you meant but held too long. Tell me it's silence, I'll listen slow to the parts of you you never showed. We never needed to confess. The love was loud, the fear was less. The silence wrapped it all too tight and left us lost in quiet light. Tell me in silence, even if it hurts, in the pauses between all we were and were not worth. Tell me in silence, if that's how you knew. I'll carry the quiet and remember the truth. I kept the blanket where you tossed it, still folded wrong, like love that's lost it. Your cup still by the windowsill, half full with dreams, half full with will. The light you hated in the hall still flickers just before it falls. I never fixed that buzzing sound, like part of you still hangs around. I told myself I'd change the space, but all I did was leave your place. I left it the way you left it, keys in a bowl, jacket still creased. The air still smells like you just left, like time itself has been released. I live in the pause you gifted, in the things you didn't say. Everything feels like waiting, the way you walked away. Books half read and marked in red, your side of the bed still cold instead. I dust around but never touch the things that used to mean so much. A shirt you wore now guards the door. It shouldn't hurt, but it hurts more. In every room just plays pretend, like it's still waiting for the end. They say to move to start again, but I still talk like we're just friends. I left it the way I left it, no lights turned off, no drawer shut tight, like your return just runs late. Not missing, just out of sight. I breathe in the version not protected, the one where you might stay. Everything is paused and quiet, the way you walked away. They ask if I'm okay alone, but silence makes this house your home. And rearranging things too soon would be erasing you from the room. So I keep it the way I left it, a snapshot of what we used to be. Untouched, unspoken, uncorrected, just echoes and soft debris. I know I should have shifted, but I let it all remain, because love still feels unfinished. The way you walked away, the way you left it. notebook in the second drawer, filled with things I won't say anymore. Lines that burn too close to truth, written for someone I never gave them to. I hummed the chorus in the dark when silence echoed through my heart. Each word I wrote, afraid to speak, afraid that love would make me weak. So I kept them quiet, kept them mine, but they age like unopened wine. These are songs I never shared, melodies I wouldn't dare. Every note a part of you, that only I could sing it through. And maybe if I let you hear, you would have stayed, you would be near. But now they're just whispers in the air, songs I never shared. There's one about your tired eyes and how they held the safest skies. One about your crooked smile that I rehearsed 1,000 miles. Some were written in goodbye, but I tore those pages, told a lie. Pretended silence meant I cared by not letting you be scared. If I had sun instead of hit, would you have known the love I did? These are songs I never shared, kept beneath the breath I spared. Every lyric wore your name, but I chose pride instead of flame. And baby, if you heard them once, you know my love was never blunt. But now they fade like dreams and pair, songs I never shared. Now strangers sing the tunes I saved to faces yours could have replaced. They don't know who they're written for, but you're behind each metaphor. These are songs I never shared, written soft, written scared. Now they echo through the night like ghosts of could have been alright. And maybe in some other life I'd sing to you without the fear, but here they stay unheard and sneer, songs I never shared, just songs I never shared. Lipstick on a letter I never meant to send. Your name still haunts the curves of every pen. I wrote you in the quiet past midnight, then folded truth beneath the candlelight.
The ink has blurred, but not the thought of all the what-if silence thought. Your sweater still hangs on the chair, like you just stepped out for air. I sealed the words with trembling hands, but left it in a drawer of them. Lipstick on a letter, pressed like a kiss I couldn't say. Held in a world of maybe, where goodbye didn't have its way. I never found the courage to let you know it better. So all you'll ever have from me is lipstick on a letter. I read it now and then alone, Pretend you heard it in the tone of every pause and every rhyme that tried to hold back time. It says I loved you past the end, that I was more than just a friend. But I let fear outrun the truth and let silence steal my proof. Some feelings never leave the page, they only deepen with the age. Lipstick on a letter, more honest than I meant it to be. A trace of me you'll never touch, but somehow still might see. I could have sent it once or never, but I chose the safer tether. Now all you'll ever have from me is lipstick on a letter. It waits inside a box of blue, with every version I wrote of you. 1,000 lines I never read, 1,000 words I left for dead. Lipstick on a letter, and one last sigh beneath the seal. If someday it finds your hands, I hope it makes you feel that even when I disappear, my heart was always tethered to a kiss I couldn't give. Just lipstick on a letter. Just lipstick on a letter.
The sky's been holding back for days, like tears stuck in a lover's gaze. The clouds are heavy but won't break, like all the words I didn't say. I walk the streets in quiet shoes, counting the echoes, missing you. Every window holds a ghost of what we almost were the most. They say the rain will wash it clean, but what about the in-between? So I'll wait here until it rains again, until the sky can feel what I've held in, until the thunder sings your name and lightning lights the hurt I claim. I'll wait where silence has been until it rains again. The flowers bend, they need release, like love that longs for final peace. But I just breathe and keep it in, like paper dry beneath the skin. You left in summer, warm and fast, but grief is made for skies that last. And every forecast that I see just mirrors what you meant to me. No storm, no tears, no falling sound, just clouds that hang but don't come down. So I'll wait here until it rains again, until the sky forgives like you never did then, until the street reflects the truth and sorrow drips the shape of you. I'll wait beneath this open skin until it rains again. When the first drop hits my hand, I'll know it's time to understand. Like not all storms arrive on cue, but when they do, they carry you. So I'll wait here until it rains again. Not for thunder, not for when, but for the weight to fall at last, to wash away what's tied to past. I'll stay beneath this aching wind until it rains once again. Until it rage again. I sleep with the light on since you left, like maybe your shadow still needs rest. The hallway hums a broken tune that only sings when I'm alone too soon. The switch stays up, the bulb burns warm, a small rebellion against the storm. I used to love the silent dark, now I fear the places where we'd start. They say that healing comes with time, but night falls fast and skips the line. So I sleep with the light on to chase away your ghost, to soften all the edges of what I miss the most. The glow can't make it better, but at least it makes it known that I'm still here, still breathing, still afraid of being alone. I leave the radio on low, let strangers say what I won't show. Their voices blur into the light, a lullaby I borrow for the night. Your side's untouched, the sheets still crease, as if your breath just took a lease. I know you're gone, I know it's true, but even dreams still look for you. And every bulb I let burn bright reminds me I survived the night. So I sleep with the light on, like it can fill the space, like it can hold a silence that used to feel like grace. The dark now holds your absence, and I can't face it alone. So I sleep with the light on until I let you go. Maybe one day I'll flip the switch and not expect the past to twitch. But tonight's not that kind of brave. Tonight I stay inside the cave. I sleep with the light on, not because I'm weak, but because your memory still lingers when I sleep. It's not the dark that scares me, it's what it used to mean. So I sleep with the light on, where your love used to be, where your love used to be. Tune the radio past midnight, looking for voices in the quiet line. The music fades, the signal slips, but I still hear your name in bliss. White noise hums like memory's breath, a crackling ghost of what we left. You always spoke in softer tones, now I hear them when I'm alone. I don't need clarity or sound to feel the way you find the static sound that speaks your mind. Your name in the static, a whisper through the storm, a broken loop that lingers where the silence should be warm. I know it's just illusion, but it always feels the same. I close my eyes and drift inside your name. You left without a final song, but somehow you still sing along. In every glitch, in every pause, you're etched inside the phantom cause. Your name in the static, no one else will hear, but I still tune in every night to keep your presence near. You faded from the real world, but you echo through the frame. I'm living in the in-between. Your name in the static remains. Your name in the static remains. You folded the blanket like you always do, needle on the edge, still smelling like you. You didn't cry, you didn't speak, but every fate around us felt weak. The coffee went cold, untouched in the cup. I watched your hands not picking it up. You looked at the floor, then glanced at the door, and I wished we had one moment more. Sometimes goodbyes don't break or scream, they slip away just like a dream. Blankets and farewells, soft hands that let go slow. No final words, no raised hell, just silence where love used to grow. You said it all without a sound, in the way you moved, the way you frowned. I'm still here, you're somewhere else, wrapped in blankets and farewells. You left your scarf on the second chair, still carries the scent of your winter hair. I almost chased, I almost tried, but my feet just froze, and so did pride. The mirror now just reflects the space where you used to tie your shoelace. Little things become the loudest part when all you have is a half-warm heart. We didn't shout or blame the sky, we only learned how hard to say why. Blankets and farewells, it's the morning that comes too soon. I reach for you but find myself lost in corners of this room. You didn't slam, you didn't run, you simply knew when love was done. No anger, just a quiet swell of blankets and farewells. I still sleep on the edge of the bed, need your half untouched instead. Like maybe if I leave it bare, you might return and still see you care. Blankets and farewells, soft as the hurt we hide. No stories left to tell, just silence where we used to collide. I hope you're warm, I hope you're well. I'll hold on to the way you fade, not broken,
just a drifting shadow of blankets and fast. Make it sad. Fearless. We had the spark, but lit it too slow. Kept checking the wind, afraid it might blow. Held hands with fear, kissed without trust. Built something fragile we call just us. The timing was off, the silence too long, but deep in the pauses, the pulse stayed strong. We said maybe someday, and meant not now, but someday never learned how. I replay the lines we left unsaid, in the corners where our footsteps led. This could have been us on late night trains, sharing dreams in winter rain. Could have been laughter in every fight, could have been arms to hold at night. But we chose a safer way to trust. Now we'll never know what could have been us. I saw your smile and someone else's laugh, and wondered if you feel the half of what we hid beneath the fire. Like we both knew but ran out of time. Maybe we burned out just too slow, or maybe we never tried to know the version of love we might have grown if neither of us left alone. You're not a villain, I'm not a saint, but silence still knows how to paint. This could have been us, with messy rules, like the Sunday talks in quiet blue. Could have been songs in borrowed light, could have been wrong but felt so right. But we let doubt collect like dust, and now it's too late. For what could have been us, I don't hate you, not even close, but I still walk by all our ghosts. And in the space where you once were, I keep the things that never were. Could have been us, and stories we won't tell. Could have been fire, but we chose shell. Could have been more, or maybe less, but even home still is a mess. So I write this in the quiet hush for what could have been us. Could have been us. Could have been us. I used to love the sound you made, breathing deep at the end of day. A steady rhythm next to mine, two heartbeats trying to align. But lately it's a little sharp, like silence learning how to start. You turn your face toward the wall, and I pretend I don't feel small.
Your breathing feels like something right when you breathe too loud. I hear the space between the closeness we can't replace. It's not the sound that breaks me down, it's all the things we don't talk about. You're inches near but miles proud, and I feel it when you breathe too loud. The bed still holds your shifting weight, but not the warmth it used to take. I used to fall asleep to you, now I lie awake in something new. You sound like someone carrying rain, and I'm too scared to ask the name of all the ghosts behind your air, of all the truths we wouldn't dare. You exhale slow like you don't see how every breath rushes past me. When you breathe loud, I hear the end, wrapped in routine we won't defend. It's not the noise that shakes my trust, it's how you breathe and don't need up to hear that nowhere could be found. And I notice when you breathe too loud, some goodbyes don't speak at all, they just echo through the hall. In every sigh, in every pause, we break without a cause. When you breathe too loud, take in the guise we'll be in, we just echo through the hall. In every sigh, in every pause, we break without a cause. When you breathe too loud, I try to stay, but even silence slips away. It's not your fault, it's not my cry, it's just a truth we can't deny. We used to be what love allowed, now it's quiet when you breathe loud. I sang along, but somewhere the rhythm went wrong. We hit the right chords, missed the feel. Now this silence is all too real. You touched the keys, I held the line. Still, something slipped between the time. The sound was sweet but never stayed, like something love forgot to say. We never broke, we just unplayed the parts that needed us to stay. It's the space between notes where the truth unfolds, where the echo tells what the lyric never holds. We were music not quite made, a song too soft to be replayed. Not the noise, but what it provokes that lives in the space between notes. I hear you now in minor key, a fading hum inside of me. We never screamed, we never fought, we only paused and then forgot. The rest became the loudest part, where silence memorized the heart. I read the score we didn't write and sing amazing lines at night. Some songs don't end, they just suspend, like stories longing
for pretend. It's the space between notes that breaks me slow, the quiet pole where melodies don't go. We never said the words out loud, but something sacred still allowed. The ache, the art, the gentle chokes, they hide in the space between notes. If love's a song, then ours was brief, a single verse, a leaf on griefs. Still I return to where we stopped, the breath between the lines we dropped. It's the space between notes I can't erase, the way we move without a place. You left like silence on the street, still vibrating everything. You're not in what the music wrote, but in the space between notes, between notes. Between notes. They call it missing, like it's small, like something lost behind a wall. But what I feel is not that kind. It's written deep between my spine. I don't just miss you when you're gone. You echo through each quiet dawn. In every seat you used to take, the empty sounds, the soft heartbreak. This isn't longing, not quite pain. It's breathing you in falling rain. Missing isn't a word, it's a window of no frame. It's your name, still burning soft and flame. It's not a phrase or something heard. It's where you used to be, and now it's me, missing you beyond a word. I walk around like you still might step out the air and make things right. But absence has its own routine, a quiet world you live between. I water plants you never knew. I wear the coat that smelled like you. I cook for one, but plate for two, and leave the light on just in case you do. No language holds the shape you leave. It's in the breath I never breathe. Missing isn't a word, it's a silence soaked in sound. It's the weight of you not being around. It's not the tear that leaves the blur, it's what I never say. Each day I stay, still missing what we were. You're not a ghost, you're not a dream. You're woven into everything, not gone, not past, not meant to be. You're just the part that stays in me. Missing isn't a word, it's a presence wearing thin. It's a song that never will begin. You're not a sentence to be stirred. You're the silence I prefer, because missing isn't a word. It's not a word. It's you. Your scent still lingers on the bed, a faded trace of words unsaid. I pull the covers like a shield, but memory is never sealed. The pillow holds your weight too well, and I still dream of how you fell into me like midnight rain, and left me tangled up in pain. I try to sleep but not too deep, afraid I'll lose the parts I keep. Tangled in leather sheets, like we never left that night, like goodbye was just a shadow that couldn't find the light. I still will reach across the space where your breath used to meet. Now I twist in quiet longing, tangled in the sheets. I change the linen every week, but ghosts are stronger than I speak. The corners tug like they still know the shape of what we let go. You kissed my shoulder, touched my spine. Now emptiness repeats that line. I cut where you once used to lie, and tuck myself beneath the light. I'm wrapped in fabric thin but white, still woven with a lovely height. Tangled in our sheets, where silence knows my name, and softness doesn't comfort, it just amplifies the blame. I hold your sign like it still speaks, like it might admit defeat, but there's no you, just memory. Tangled in the sheets, I used to think you'd come back in, undo the folds I'm buried in. But even dreams don't touch me now, they only watch and disavow. Tangled in the sheets, like threads of what we were, your absence stitched between each crease, like silence without cure. I speak, I stir, I have repeat the story I won't meet. Still caught in love, still caught in loss, tangled in the sheets, still caught in love, tangled in the sheets. We took the pictures in soft decay, moments fading before they'd stay. Sunlight bleeding at the edge of smiles we swore would never stretch. You blinked in every frame I kept, like even then you almost left. But still, I hope in negatives, where love looks better than it is. Some memories don't come out clear, but they still feel like being near. Light leaks on film, like likes the way you touched my hair, unfocused and trembling, but undeniably there. A burn at the corner where truth wouldn't fit, but somehow those flaws are the parts I won't quit. You and I, just like leaks on film, we didn't frame it right. I know we stood too close to let it show, but blurry love still has its place in every underexposed embrace. I keep the box inside a drawer, afraid to look, afraid of more. But once in a while I let them glow and watch the moments gently go. Not every shot was meant to stay, but some distortions still replay. Light leaks on film, like their warmth we tried to hide. A flash of gold around your eyes before we lost the light. They say the frame's not sharp enough, but soft is how we love. I'd rather keep the flood and dim than forget what might have been. Love's not always crystal clear. It fades, it fogs, it disappears. Put in those glowing broken pins, you live in how the picture ends. Light leaks on film, that's how I remember us. Not perfect, not aligned, but filled with quiet trust. The hours ran, the lines were thin, but every image called me in. You're still there, soft, surreal, still, like white leaks on film. Like light leaks on God, like light leaks. I press play and you're not there, just the echo of your laugh and air. The couch remembers how you moved, but memory won't fill the room. I skip ahead, I watch it fade. A life we lived then tucked away. But somewhere in the tape I keep, you're still here when I can't sleep. You're not in now, you're not in kind. You're only real in rewind, only in rewind. Do you turn and smile? Do we laugh too loud? Do you say, oh, you vanish in the present tense, but playback brings your fingerprints. I try to pause you, but you'd slide. You're only here in rewind. The frame is grainy, sound distant, but I still let the film begin. A moment lost becomes a shroud, and I relive it every time. You open doors, you speak my name, then disappear like I'm to blame. No fast forward, no skip ahead, just broken scenes I play instead. And when I need you, every time I turn you back in rewind, only in rewind. Do you hold my hand? Do we understand? Do we make our stand? The world's moved, the story's gone, but you return when I press on. A ghost I coded in time. You're only real in rewind. I wish the tape could wear you out. that playing you would drain the doubt. But every look just pulls me near to what we had, to what was clear. Only in rewind can you breathe, see the love we didn't grieve, and maybe that's where you belong, in a world where nothing goes wrong. I lose you every time I find that you're only mine in rewind. Only in rewind, only in rewind. You didn't knock, you didn't call, but somehow you were there through it all. In that quiet space the night redeems, I heard you in a dream. You smiled like time had never passed, as if goodbye had never asked. No weight, no pain, no need to scream. You spoke without a scene. Your voice was soft, but so alive, like love that never had to strive. I heard you in a dream, like wind through midnight trees. No words, no need for meaning, just feeling what it means. You took my hand, and just like light, you vanished before morning's beam. But still I breathe, because I heard you and dreamed. You said the things you couldn't say when silence stood in love's own way. You touched my face and made it seem that grief could also gleam. I woke to sheets that knew your name, to air that didn't feel the same. The room was quiet, but not clean. You lingered in between. Some ghosts don't haunt, they simply stay inside the dreams we never say. I heard you in a dream, like music on the water, like letters never opened, but written to no other. You didn't ask for me to wait, you just let peace for deep. And now I know you live in every dream, not every loss is fully gone. Some keep humming all night long, not in memory, not in skirt, but in the hush where we still lean. I heard you in a dream, and maybe that's enough. Not forever, not in daylight, but still it feels like love. So if I never hear you clear, in waking hours or daylight stream, I'll still believe, because I heard you in a dream, in a dream. You came back like you never left. Tripping piece of driftily cracked. You came back like you never left. Tripping piece